But right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Looking to throw right away, Pickett. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with the Wonger. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it on fourth. Here's Hell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pushing his way through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CV, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it inside the 35. The Vikings at 3-5, 2 games under 500. But they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. After one, 17-7 is our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Off play action, Pickett. He's got this to Williams, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Yeah, his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now Howe. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Pickett right back to the air again. A short one there to Freiermuth. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Harris. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Powell going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Pickett now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach like this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, here's the Wongu. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll go right back to the Wongu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Fights forward at the 20. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Howell, another throw on second down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These offenses have been in fine form zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Howell. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Howell.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Well, the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pickett back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete.
You have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make a grab quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the run is Duwagu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They go play action with Howell. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Howell down to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll try the right side with Harris. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8. A handoff for Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have?
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a give, running left is Harris, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. Touchdown! Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away,
I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 70 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Yeah,
minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
For the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing